Ashifa, Rizwana. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, good. Let us start today. So this today is very important class. We are going to discuss how the real projects will happen, how it will start, right? So please listen it carefully. So normally, now I'm very happy that you people are doing a lot of hard work, right? So, but I hear offline team is doing better than us because we are only spending 1 hour, right? So other things when they are having doubts, they are just clarifying it, but we are not having that leisure, right? So we are not having that luxury. So I would suggest do little more hard work, right? Because we are, I will be in Bangalore, so 2 days are getting missed. So now anyhow, we are able to complete this complete course, right? So now we know almost all the things, but we don't have practice. So I would say do a lot of hard work. I want online team to be more active than offline team. Okay? It's not like competition. Anyhow, we both are a single team only. But I would suggest do little more hard work because you are in, especially girls, right? So you'll be getting rare chance to come here. So whatever get opportunity, try to get it. Okay, but do little more hard work when compared to offline team because they are here only whenever they are getting doubt, they are getting clarified, right? Now, so how to start? Normally, what exactly will happen when project is getting kicked off? Right? What are the steps will happen? Anyone want to get in, pitch in and explain me if you are aware how the project will start? Please unmute yourself and then speak if you are having answer to this. The project kaisa start hota? How it will start?
First, we take some requirements regarding project from client. Take some requirements.
Requirements. So requirements is after project is getting kicked in, right? So you are in project. So consider like project itself not there. So how it will start? Okay. I will give you brief, right? So there one team is called sales team. Sales team will be there. Okay. Their responsibility is they are going to communicate. Now से कोई सा भी product ले लो, product मिले तो product तुम बनाओगे. But एक sales team, right? Sales team will be responsible for going and communicating with the customers. Okay. So they will give details. Okay. Just they will convince customer. They will say like whatever we are having, right? So they will convince like we are having this, blah, blah, blah. They will convince that no one else can give you this much cheaper price. Right? They anyhow quality, whatever the discussion will happen, that discussion will happen from sales team. Once the sales team convince them, right? So then customer will come to us. Right. So now our task will begin. There also they are having like a lot of financial discussions that I am not going details. So we are not part of it, right? So sales team also we are not part. Finally, we are having customer and he is giving us the requirement, right? So there we are having multiple roles, right? So not a single role. Developer will not speak with the customer because developer will be example to a building banana जो हमला मजदूरा तो ना we are मजदूरा. Just we are going to whatever the other peoples are saying, we'll follow them and we'll create the house. Right. So we are bottom of it, right? We are having some layers, layer by layer, layer by layer, right? So once we are expert, we'll go to other layers. Right. So small is like pressures, ELTPs. They'll call it as other names also there. ELTP normally in Tech Mahindra and other stuff if you are reading, they'll call ELTP, entry level trainee programs. Right. So whenever you are getting fresher, right? So they will give you a trainee programmer. So you will not be having more responsibility for that, right? So you will be basic level, start level. They will give you training. Right? If you are doing some mistakes also, not a problem because you are a trainee, right? Once you are in that level, after 6 months, they will give you a training, right? So once you are getting the training, next level is they will give you one exam like thing. right? So small exam. You need to complete one small project within a week. Then you just 1 week time. Within that week, you have to complete. It will not be real project. It's like a mock exam. You need to complete one simple project end to end with database connectivity and GitHub. So you need to push that project in GitHub. Then you will be ready, right? So first event. Once you are doing good, right? Many people will get filtered there, right? So some people will have opportunity to retry. They will give you 3 chances for ELTPs. So in these chances, almost 80% or 90% will be selected and 10% will be in risk. Maybe they will be get selected or they move to other projects or they might be moved to outside of the project. So these steps will happen. Okay. So the first level you got selected. Now you are a trainer, right? So they will place you in some projects. They will not consider it as a billable resources. Customer will also not pay you in that level because you are a trainee. You are just learning it. Right? After that, you are having a chance, like you can prove yourself and you can get a paid of it, right? So they will give you billing. You anyhow you will be getting the salary from company, but customer will not pay you, right? So once you are getting billing, then you will become a costly research, right? Customer is paying for you. For example, company is spending 30% on you, they will give you 100%. Understood, right? So it will be costly person for company. So it's called billable roles. So once you are coming to billable roles, at least you will get like 1 year to 2 years. Before that, you will get billable. Then you will get a developer role. After trainer, you will go into developer role. Right? So developer role is the role where initially itself, first day you are joining, they will give you billing. Right? So developer role, it's a very interesting role. But you will not be having more responsibility. Someone will be guiding you only, right? ऐसा मजदूर हमें काम करते इसको जरा ज़्यादा काम करने वाला है. They will be having some little experience, right? They will get paid more. Yes or no? Right? So you are in that level now, right? You will take little help from others and you are able to do that. So still you are dependent, but you are able to manage. Third level is a senior developer. Senior developer will be responsible. He is little upgrade, right? So he is having some more responsibility. He can take the task. He will understand his own task and he will help developers also. That is the senior level developers. Right? So here you will get little paid more and you can switch the companies. Those levels will come in a senior developer. Right? Then what you will be having? You will be having tech lead or team lead role after senior developer. Right? After 4 to 5 years experience, you will get a role. Right? After that, you will be having tech lead tech lead, and then you will have project management, right? Technical manager will be there. I'm going technical only. I'm not doing resource manager side. Program or project management, that's different, right? They don't need this level, so they are having other layer. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about only our level, developers, how developers will follow. Okay. After tech lead, you will become tech managers. Okay. There are 2 levels. You either you will be having tech manager or technical architect. So there again you will be having 2. Architects मानले design करते घरान. Okay, though अभी क्या क्या देखा तो they will be technically managed. They will not give design. But if someone is doing wrong in technically, they will stop and they will ask questions and they will make things smooth. Okay, so both are in same level, technical architect and technical manager. But technical architect will get paid more because he is the person who is designing it. कितना time लगता है? Starting when they will be spending only घर बनाना होता है. So if you are rich people, those who are spending, right, almost 20% of that they will money they will give to architect. घर बनाने के वास्ते नहीं, खाली डिजाइन कर. This is important. Approvals के हिसाब से, beauty के हिसाब से, strongness के हिसाब से, they are very mature. Within minute they will say like, this is not the way you should create home, right? So they will design, they will take the size and other things, right? So these are technical. So another role will be there. We remove out till we are not going above CTO, it will reach Chief Technical Officer. We are not going that one. Okay. Till technical architect we discussed, right? So we keep it aside. Now we are having different layer called requirements. Requirements lene wala. So once we got the project right, so some people will sit with the customer and they will take the requirement. Right? They don't know Java spelling, but they don't know how it can be built. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so who is this business analyst? Right? They are expert in domain. अब मिस्त्री देखे मिस्त्री मिस्त्री का तो काम करते थे ये करो वो करो वो करो वो करो. Okay, they will do, but they know, they will understand the design given by architect, and they will communicate with the customer. They'll say what you want, right? So initially, pura requirement lena. There are other roles also there. Big companies per way. I'm talking about which I am aware, right? So one business analyst is a person who understand customer language. Understood, right? What customer is speaking, how customer is giving details, right? Requirement, all the things called the business analyst. That role is little different. That's little difficult also. We'll feel like he's getting paid more, but he is the person who deliver, right? Yes or no? So he will connect with customer. He will take all the details from customer, right? So he'll understand what customer is saying, right? Then he will prepare. That phase is called requirement gathering. घर बनाना बोलते फर्स्ट क्या पूरा रिक्वायरमेंट ले लेते हैं क्या होना चाहिए कितने बाथरूम होना कितने बेडरूम्स होना कितना बजट तुम्हारा ओके सो तुम किधर की क्या कलर होना ओके तुमको ये घर में पूरी जगह में बंदा लग गया यू वांट समथिंग गार्डन के वास्ते इसके वास्ते दे विल टेक ऑल द डिटेल्स रिक्वायरमेंट कंप्लीटली दे विल नोट डाउन दिस phase is called requirement gathering. Completely you will take a requirements, right? Lot of calls will happen, so communication will happen. Once that is finalized, again this business analyst he note it down, right? He will take the confirmation from client. This is what your expectations, right? So here we are not going to build anything. Just it's a noting down the requirements. Okay. So you will be having now clear picture. Customer also say, yeah, this is what I need. Okay, even both are having communication with each other, they will be having a lot of discussions. Here only people will travel to other countries also. So they will be sitting in front of customer, they will discuss and then prepare. So now it's not happening more frequently, but the first person who will communicate with the customer is a business analyst. So you'll be doing all this. Another name is SME, subject matter expert. So, right? So business analyst and SMEs, here, this level we read, they are not technical guys. They are on business. For example, I will give you another example, right? So for example, you are MBA. You are in marketing, MBA marketing, right? So these people will understand market well. Customer is speaking in market language, they can understand. So another marketing guy like MBA finance is there. They'll understand financial words, right? हम लोग बोले समझो economics के बारे में EBITDA ये वो we cannot able to understand, right? So what is the calculation for percentage? Many things are there, right? So those we are not able to understand them. But this MBA and these people will understand more, right? Because they are read that qualification, they are having that qualification, right? So business analyst, the person who will take the requirements, who will prepare it, who will get communicate with the customers, and they will get the requirement, they will prepare this document, they will give us. Right? So once that is coming, it's a plain English, right? So directly developer cannot jump in and he cannot able to create it. So their architect will come. They will understand what is the requirement, right? So our space right? His requirement also, like कितने bedrooms होना, कितने halls होना, right? क्या structure करना, पूरा I'm having understanding, but house is not there. Just land is there. But I know what I need to do. All the requirements are there. Next step, what I will do? I will prepare a design, right? First, I will analyze whether Unago, for example, he is giving me a small space and he wants Taj Mahal. Customer would be expecting like that, right? So the range will be, so I will say like it's not feasible, right? So you are giving a small space and you want Taj Mahal, then it's not possible. You need minimum, you need this. So there will be again one level of the discussion on the proper structure, right? So tomorrow analysis, the design, the requirement which you are giving is good enough to fit, right? So then we'll be having budget also, budget discussion. So those, how much billing you can give, how many people we want, right? Those discussion will happen, analysis will happen. Like finally, he will come with a basic structure, like what we can do with this space, right? Then again, he will approve. Who will approve? Customer. Okay, requirement you are taking, then you are. अब ना को ताजमहल बना लो सर अगर बोल रहा है समझो उसे होना. So customer should approve because he is paying, right? Not a business analyst, but business analyst will discuss more. Finally, we'll go with the customer. Customer will approve or reject it, or he will modify. नहीं भाई अभी वो टाइम है मैं जाने के वास्ते मुझे ताजमहल ना को. So based on that, the discussion will be, they will come with the scope and they will understand like what they need to do, right? So architect will design it and he will give. Next level, it will come to so analysis or design. Design also technical team. There are two levels of architecture. I'm not going there. Okay. Architectures में दो level आते हैं. Okay. High level design and low level design बोल आता है. Okay. So I'm not going there. So then the next level person will be designing it. So कितने ना होना क्या use कर सकते हैं. Okay. For example, I want Java, right? We can go with Java, or we can customers. Sometimes they will say like I want to go with Java only. Sometimes they will say I want to go with a completely scripting language. Sometimes they will say like I want to go with a customer can specify. But most of the times, the cheapest way is Java. Why? Java is open source, right? With this 0 rupee, you can able to create an enterprise application by using Java. 0 pice means you don't need to spend, only you need to put efforts. हमारा काम उतने को रखना पड़ता, but with Java, for example, I will give some names, right? Backend we can go with MySQL. It's a free. Postgres is a free database, right? So then we need a Java. Java is free. It's open source, right? We can go with a HTML or some scripting language for front end, or we can go with Java itself, JSP servlets. Everything is free. Database also free, front end also free, backend also free. With 0 rupees, we can able to, but deployment and other stuff, we can use the, how much? 8,000 to 2,000 rupees, you can get the things. So with 0 rupees or minimum 5,000 rupees, you can build a flight. You understand what I mean, right? A flight banana samjho. One of my manager told like the advantage of software, right? So what he's saying that a flight company of banana samjho. You are planning to create a flight company. You need to spend some 100,000 crores, right? Hundreds crores, 1,000 crores, because you need to. Salary is case. So once you are building it, if you are not having funds, what you will do? Right? Right? Pura bana le, and design got failed. What will happen? You cannot. हमारा है तुम करते हैं काम आने Control Shift delete. That's it. Right? We can close. Right? So software is like you can rebuild. Yes, we can rebuild. I don't want Java. Mirage come. I can edit, I can do that. Right? I can modify everything. 1,000 crores ki company banana ko to bhi. I'm having that capability. Right? Small company banana ko to, I'm having that capability. Right? So it's only Facebook is developed by student. Yes or no? Right? Google students. Big company, jo bhi found there is students, because software is a, if you are having capability, you can able to build it. So that's what the advantage here also. You can 0 rupees, you can spend and you can create, but you need to put efforts. I'm not talking about effort price. So you need to spend some time on efforts. Again, other things are there. I'm not going there. But if you are capable of doing that, if you are having some idea, you can build an enterprise projects. Like चार बच्चे मिल को, 4 students मिलने को, they can able to do that if they are having idea. Okay. So now where we are at approval level. Like design got approved. Architect say like yeah, he got the approval. Now it will come to, there are 2 ways here. We are having like SDLC. So go ahead. What is SDLC? Software development lifecycle. Hey, software development lifecycle, right? So this one mostly we are not using it now. So it's like a waterfall model, right? In SDLC, where I'm 2, one is waterfall model. Another thing is Scrum. We are having other things. I'm not discussing. Only I'm discussing about two. Waterfall model and then Agile. Waterfall model is a traditional model. Where what we need to do? I will give an example, right? So same हम ना discuss करते हैं ना घर के बारे में. So now customer given everything, right? So he's discussing with the team that how much time it will take. They will say like 6 months. How much budget? 2 crores. They will say the discussion over. Till 6 months, right? So they will be developing it step by step, step by step. Every 2 months he will be coming and saying, right? And then finally, after 6 months, you are delivering the home, right? So once after spending 2 months, he's coming. Customer is coming. So kitchen created, bathroom created, everything. So he came and see like, what is this? This is bedroom, right? No, this is bathroom, sir. So where is kitchen? Kitchen is there. But he told here. No, sir, your document is, you can see. He is giving proof also. I missed it, right? I did a mistake. Bathroom should be here. Bedroom should be here. Kitchen should be here. Like small mistake only, but it's a very big expense, right? So bathroom banana bole to, you know, right? So water ka setup pura tha. It's not like just we can move from here to here. It's only rooms. No. Or a lot of infrastructure setup is there, right? So suddenly he cannot able to change. Even he don't like it, we need to accept it, right? So what one more day like that? So analysis, design, coding, and testing, right? So all the flow will be there. So I want you to read like what is the waterfall model? Just read theory. I'm not going to ask you to go deeper, but high level, please have this one. What is software development life cycle? In that, what is waterfall model? There are other, I'm not discussing. We don't need to worry about other models. Okay. So what will happen is suddenly he will say like, I cannot able to do. If you want to modify 2 months work is क्या होता? No, money. 2 months wasted. His money wasted, right? So again, rework. We need to do rework, right? We are going to give in 6 months. Now how much? More than 8 months. We need to break also, right? So too much loss. So that's the problem with waterfall model. So customer will be getting delivered after 2 or 4 months or 6 months is going to see, right? So because that what happened is the whole thing will get disturbed. So what is the best model to do that? Okay, so what they created like Agile. But advantage of this waterfall model is budget will not change mostly. For example, you are saying like he's coming and saying like, okay, perfectly going, right? After 6 months, he can give whatever promised and he can close it, right? 6 months it's perfect. So design is correct, everything is correct. Things are not going to change, right? So he's happy. He's coming. He already 6 months pehle plan kara, payment, everything is planned. Very good, right? It's very good if we are going without any changes. Yes or no? So this one is based on budget friendly. So no changes, right? Because you planned and you are doing it, right? You are properly designed. So this one is very good when you are having properly planned and if you are not affected with market, right? So another drawback of this one is one I said, like you cannot able to change it in between. If you're changing, it's expensive. Another drawback is we will not be up to market. Up to आज का modern, आज का super technology 6 months बाद outdated. So if you are planning now, if you, after 6 months, whatever you are saying you are getting, but your friend build home, calm nature. चिन्ह है उसका, very beautiful. Then you say, hey, इसका कैसा अच्छा है? Right? He will feel bad, right? So even though both spend same budget, also he will feel bad, right? तो मैं इतना spend कर रही हूँ, इससे सस्ता करा, इसका अच्छा है मेरे से. So those things will happen. Right? So these are all the drawbacks of waterfall model. Now come to Agile. What is Agile? We'll discuss it. Okay. So there also initial steps will be same. Requirement lena also be the steps are same, right? When we are developing, we will be having some other way. we let's say take the same example, right? So I'm developing one. I'm a customer. I will be part of your team. Daily, I will come in the morning. I will see what you are developing, right? And another thing, weekly, I will see the review also. How weekly or 2 week bi-weekly, I will see whatever you are developing, how the progress is, what you are delivering, everything I will see. And weekly once or 2 weekly once, I will come with my family also. You understand what I'm saying, right? There is banata, but I will not come alone. After 2 weeks, I will come with my family, my brother, another stuff. They will come and they will give suggestion. So till it's getting built, I am 100% sure that it is my taste. It's based on market value, right? Because, for example, same scenario, kitchen, we discussed, right? So now I came every day and I see like you are building it. Okay, I'm seeing like you are saying any problems. I'm asking now, no, sir, not problem. After 1 week, I'm seeing like you are going to work on plumbing work. I'll say what you are doing, right? I started plumbing work. Why you are doing plumbing work? Because I'm going to build a bathroom here. No, I'm expecting kitchen here. So why you are building? Sir, you given design like that. Okay, let me change it. You understand, right? So now slightly change. खाली एक ईंट की एक दीवार बन को है, एक छोटा सुराख डाल दो. 1 week work only done. He can change it. Right? अब एक बनता है, उसका फ्रेंड आपको बनना शुरू करा है. सामने घर है. तो क्या करता है? तो तेरा अच्छा है ना आइडिया. I can modify. He can take decisions. How? Because daily he's with you, he's coming with you and sitting with you, he's modifying it. Right? So 100% sure that he's going on his expectations. Daily he's coming and sitting with you, right? He's discussing with you, are you having any problems? You need any support from my information, right? But disadvantage is, I am a customer. I get paid more. I'm losing money, right? 1 hour भी देता है तो customer क्या मतलब? इसकी salary कितनी है थी? Customer से के employee, very expensive, right? So when we are moving to Agile, it will be expensive. वारंवार बदलाता था. देखो, when you are going with Agile, every week he will change. No, I don't want here. It's okay. Go back there. I delete everything. I don't want this requirement. Right? Either I mistake. Sorry. Remove this garden here. Make on a swimming pool. He will changing like that. Okay. But another thing is like good advantage is he cannot say like no, I'm not saying this. Because daily he's monitoring. He's coming and sitting with you. He's discussing with you. And he cannot deny that I don't want this. So both the sides are safe. But the thing is like it's expensive. Why? Because if you want, he can change. He cannot put silent also, right? क्या गलती चलता है तो बैठ को silent कर सकता नहीं. Customer cannot be silent because his requirement is getting changed. Advantage is like you can build very perfect thing which can be delivered. Another thing is like he can prioritize. For example, he is paying rent and staying in outside, right? Till the house is getting created. He will say, I want priority, 1 bedroom should be created. And the door should be outside. I can come and stay. He can save rent. Understood what I'm saying? Yeah. So he can prioritize the things. Right? First create the kitchen and bathroom and attached bathroom. So the rest of the 3 bedrooms we will see that. Right? So then he can change the priority. Right? A lot of advantages are there. At the same time, disadvantages also there. Another thing which I feel personally with my experience is SDLC, you will be having pressure only on 2 months, last 2 months. So 4 months you can enjoy, you can build. Last 2 months, when delivery is coming, right? So you'll get pressure, but slowly it will increase. But when you are working with SDLC, every week you will get pressure. Why? Every week, every 2 weeks you will be having delivery. Right? So रोज आपको कस्टमर देखता है तो कैसा रहता है? मजदूरों से बात करो. So देखो है मैं घर बनाते सुने देखो है ना. So one person is daily and sitting, customer आपको बैठ कर रहा तो आपकी हालत कैसी रहती है? They cannot take rest. Right? Some people what they will do, they will morning they will take rest, night they will work. Right? So he is coming and sitting. वहां है उठाओ ये क्या है? क्या तुम काम करते हो? मैं प्रोपोज देता हूँ रोज डेली. व्हाट यू पीपल आर डूइंग? See, what will happen? So daily pressure will be there with the developers, right? But here, till 2 months, you don't need to worry at least, right? So there is a rest le lego, there is hard work kar lego, they can able to build. But if customer is sitting on your head, what will happen, right? So those challenges will be there. You get a lot of pressure when you are working with the customer. Okay, so a lot of pressure. Okay, but the thing is like some customers are very friendly. I work with multi-customer side. So some customers are very friendly. They will say like, sir, I want to take rest. I will do night. It's okay. So I heard one of the thing like I work with NDMD and other stuff. Right? So they are saying like customers are saying customer team will be there, right? So I don't feel working, sir. Today I'm not working. They are saying directly in Scrum. What is today's status? They will say like, I don't feel like today's I'm feeling good, so I'm not working today. They'll say, okay, fine, try to complete it by this spring. They will have that type of discussion. हमारे इंडिया में बोल सकते हैं okay sir, take rest, go home. Tomorrow we'll send you the final settlements, right? That's what happened. But they are very good. But we are in different countries, different natures, different customers. Especially even US, if you are working with Indian clients, right? US में कौन आते हैं mostly? हमारे तेलुगु वाले, we will be having Telugu people only. They will be putting more pressure than this white people. Right? So they are more friendly. They will understandable. But if you are having Indians, they will say like, I am working 12 hours. Why you are not working? They will say like that. Customers. Based on the customer, you will feel it, right? Another big problem with the Japanese customers. If you are giving them time, so 12 बजे तक दे तू सार का तो 11:50 से बोलते 12 होता है, you should be ready, right? When you are delivering also, why this dot is there? They will say, why this dot? I want 100%, right? They reject. So there are many customers, many different mentalities will come here. Okay? So now, when you are building with Agile, the advantage is, what is the advantage? You are 100% that sure that you are delivering it perfectly. Right? Another thing is that customer will be always happy. Only the thing is expense, right? So he will be going with market trends. Go ahead, he can use it. He can change the technologies, whatever he want, he can do. But it's expensive. So, but 90% of companies are using now Agile. They are not using SDLC. There are few companies, they are use mixed. Agile to be mixed but that will not be that much effective, but pressure will be less. मैं बाथरूम करता हूँ सर, कितने मेहनत करता है 6 महीने से, अच्छा अब जर कर चलता रहता होगा, ठीक तो दे वांट परफेक्शन, पैसे गए तो 6 महीने सारी बाथरूम बनाता है उन्होंने स्क्रॉल कर दे. Okay, so mixed SDLC plus Agile. So above 90% you can see like custom Agile. There is a process, strict follows. If you are seeing, I will give you one small theory also. I want you to write that mock exam. Okay, 10 times with my exam. Okay, so I will give on your scrum.org. Okay, so just practice it. When you are practicing it, you will understand like what are the steps there. I will give you some steps also. Okay. So that one, okay. So scrum.org, I will explain you in detail what we can do further. So now Agile is done. We are going to use Agile. Okay. So now let's go into Agile detail. Okay. So there are 3 teams in Agile. 3 jane hate, main roles. First important role is called product owner. Product owner. He is a representative of client or he is a client. तो बोला ना रोज आपको बैठता तुम्हारे साथ पढ़ता है. इसे क्या बोलते हैं? क्या बोलते हैं? PO, product owner. क्या बोलते हैं? Remember these keywords. It's very important because if you are going as experience, right? So you need to say that product owner, PO. Short term में क्या बोलते हैं? PO. He is the responsible for giving the requirement. Okay. So second role is called development team. Okay. Development team. He is a role. It's a role. I will tell you why it is a role. So it will be having multiple developers. Okay. Third one is called Scrum Master. He is the core of this team. Okay. Scrum Master. Repeat. Who is first one? Second one. Yeah, order is fine. Okay, product owner, scrum master, and development team. These three are there. Okay, I want you to repeat. You need to remember this. I don't want you to forget it. Okay, product owner, development team, scrum master. Okay, these three people. These three are core. Okay, apart from this, we are having other things. Here we will not be having senior developer, product manager, technical manager. Those all will be part of a development team. Internally, we don't have any difference. Development team is development team. Okay, so we will not be having any differentiation there. Okay, so internally we'll manage in senior, senior, but for customer, everyone is a development team. Okay, so product owner is the person who is responsible for giving requirements. Development team is responsible, who is responsible for delivery, product development. Okay, last one is Scrum Master. He is the core person who will be the glue. He will connect whom? Backend and front end. Scrum Master and development, product owner and development team. Okay, so Scrum Master is expert in Scrum, Agile methodology. He is expert. He knows how to run the process, but he is not a technical guy. Now, many companies are expecting, but he should not be technical. So they will say Java Scrum Master, right? It's not actually a role. It's not Java Scrum Master. Scrum Master is a Scrum Master. But many companies are expecting, like with the Java experience, you should have Scrum. So they are paying more also. But if John is Scrum Master, they are not paying more. Right? But this is the guy who will organize, who will set this process, how to run, right? What are the things for this process? What is the process? Everything he will set up. Product owner is a client representative, client or client representative. He need not be a client. चाचा का बच्चा ताया का बच्चा आगे बैठ खाता देखे नहीं कहाँ घर मना this person. Owner will not come and sit, right? He will send some of his talented guy to monitor this problem, right? So product owner he needs requirement data, he needs prioritize karta, right? So those things, okay. Development team is we poor people, right? So we हमला मजदूर हाँ बैठ को हाँ काम कर लेते हैं, okay. These three. So now, what will happen is here we need to understand some more keywords. Okay. First is backlog. Backlog clear. So what is backlog? Right? Backlog is a complete requirement. अब starting में उन्हें requirement दिया नहीं क्या दिया? He got the after analysis we got the details, right? So whatever I want bedroom, I want this should be in a red or blue color, green color. It's a formal words but no details. खाली हेडिंग्स बोलते नहीं मुझे क्या क्या होना तुम क्या क्या होना भाई घर बनाए तो घर बोले तो क्या पूछते हैं 2 बेडरूम का होना ओके मुझे आपको बाथरूम 2 भी अटैच बाथरूम होना 1 kitchen should be there right high level you will give where kitchen how the kitchen size those details not required as of now but you need minimum requirement what you want right this complete list is called backlog complete backlog of the amounts the things which need to be done in future right so all the backlogs you will prepare without order क्या भी था कस्टमर इन बैठते कौन है स्क्रम मास्टर प्रोडक्ट ओनर बैठ को लिख लेते रहते जरूरत हो नहीं रहो तरवात संगति ओके कैन आई हैव स्विमिंग पूल तो बोलता हूं यस वी कैन नोट डाउन लेट्स सी ओके उसका साइज कितना था 5 एंगल राइट सो ही इज हैविंग रिक्वायरमेंट ही कैन हैव राइट लेट्स नोट डाउन ओके सो कंप्लीटली नोट डाउन ऑल द रिक्वायरमेंट्स विल बी देयर सो इट्स कॉल्ड बैकलॉग. Okay. Once the backlog is ready, it's not detailed, just headings. Right? Then project getting started. So there will be called sprint. Sprint both. Sprint is a small part where development team is going to work on selected backlogs. Selected backlogs. I will give another name for that. Okay. It's called sprint. For example, it will be 2 weeks to 4 weeks. Some companies will use 2 weeks. Some companies use. Most of the teams are going with 2 weeks. Sometimes it will be 4 weeks. Okay. So what they will do in this sprint is like it is called sprint planning. अब customer आ गया, backlog पूरा लिख डाले, 1000 lines ही, 1000 points. Okay. Then he will come and say all the teams. कौन बैठते? Product owner, development team and Scrum Master. तीनों बैठते. बैठ को what they will do is, it's called sprint planning. So heading sprint planning. Sprint planning, they will sit together, all these three teams. What needs to be done? What needs to be done? What's going to be done in these 2 weeks? So who will prioritize? मुझे क्या होना? तुम बोलता पैसे देने वाला बोलता नहीं तो मैं डेवलपमेंट टीम आगो sir, if you are giving, they can suggest, but they cannot able, they are not decision owners. Yeah, remember, product owner is the person who is the customer. He is having more authority than anyone else. He can reject complete. घर ही नको जाओ भाई, पैसे वेस्ट हो तो परवाह नहीं, वहाँ घर जाओ करो, he can send us, right? The product owner is completely, क्या मैं पैसे देता नहीं कि तुम निकल जाओ, अब तक चिंता करे तब पे कराओ, he can do, right? So product owner is the key member. So if they are saying like sprint planning, sprint, what he will do is like he is going to say like I want this priority, I want this priority, I want this priority. So how many things can be done? Who will decide? Exactly. How you know? Good. Development team. देखो क्या बोलता मुझे वारम में 2 बेडरूम हो जाना कर बोलता हूँ. Is it possible? Not possible. Development team, hold down, please. Sir, we are here, we are humans, we are not robots, right? The discussions will come, right? So then, you know, I the Scrum Master. Hey, cool, don't fight, don't fight. Scrum Master is the main responsible to make this type of negotiations. क्या होता है तो उन क्या बोलता I want 2 bedrooms कर बोलता. So he will say no sir, it's not possible. Development team. मैं करना search करता हूँ. I'm paying you. You have to do. Huh? Correct. They'll force you because they are paying. They will have some authority, but they will not be realistic. Then Scrum team आको रे बाबा जरा खुद काम बेटे बाबा उन पैसे देता है customer मैं बात कर बोलता हूँ. Okay, I will speak with him, right? So please don't be angry. I understand your concern. Okay? So in इसका निजात क्या बोलता है तो sir, we are humans. But in formal से बोलता, you know, development team will be aggressive, right? गुस्सा आया था आधे बार ऐसे हटेगा तो आधे बार customer के requirements after doing everything you say what you people are doing, you are wasting my time बता दे. ये नहीं देखा था requirement कौन है? नहीं देखा था. What you people stupid you are doing ऐसे words use कर आधे बार. One time it happened. What happened is like he given requirement, and customer came, and he saw. What you people are doing? Are you stupid? He said like that only. The product manager got very angry. Sir, this one is requirement from you. I will show you the document. Then he's saying, don't you have common sense? Itna bada word. Requirement he given. Based on that, they are preparing, right? So document, right, wrong, product manager not responsibility, right? So business analyst at least he can see and he can correct it. Now customer is saying, and we are doing, and he is saying, don't you have common sense? Kitchen, bathroom के सामने kitchen कौन दे रखती हैं क्या? उतना मान नहीं क्या तुम्हें लिखो नहीं सर, तुम्हें देखो तुम्हारा requirement को, right? But they can say it's not like they cannot able to do. So this type of things will happen. Then who कौन आते? And Scrum Master. He's a very polite guy. He knows about process, how to handle. Liar कैसा बात करते हैं. But he is more supportive to development team. ठीक है तो? He is a part of development team, right? But he will be not making him angry and him angry, right? To both the teams. He will say, sir, based on requirement we did, if you want, we can modify it. Okay. So excuse us, sorry, Giri, क्या बोले था बोले था. But development team को he will not say anything. So development team पे आपको रे छुट्टी पकड़ लेगा. मुझे Saturday Sunday काम कर ले. मुझे next week बिल दलाऊंगा. छोटी न्यूज़ स्टोरी दे आलता हूँ. पीस कर खिला लेता. इधर आको customer खिला लेता. He is managing very well. So you will see like normally they will see like Scrum team बेटे enjoy करते थे. Scrum master क्या अभी हाथ नहीं मारता. Actually they will take the string. Right, so they will control everything. Okay, so you'll understand when you are coming to that level. So otherwise you will think like they are enjoying, project managers are enjoying, they are not doing work, we are only struggling. No, actually they are speaking with client. क्लाइंट की गाल has to be मैं सुन रहा हूँ. Okay, I know. But यहाँ तक पहुँचता नहीं है. किसका नहीं? मजदूर आगे पहुँचता नहीं. They will be absorbing it. Rarely it will come, but these people are managing it. That's why they call managers. Right? तो अब Scrum Master क्या करता है? They will be having like what you can do in this sprint. Right? So 2 weeks में तुम्हें क्या करते हैं? India से requirement को उन्हें एक रख लेता जाता था. Can I do this? Can I do this? Development team, hold on, sir. We are having only 10 people who are working. We cannot take more than this. They will stop it. क्या होता है? उठा को बैकलॉग से उठा को किस में रखते थे? स्प्रिंट प्लानिंग में. They will be planning in sprint. Sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3. At least 3 sprints can design. Okay. Now sprint is ready. Sprint is like you are having backlog added here. This once this backlog is getting added, customer need to give complete details. Complete details को तो क्या? खाली आपको एक बेडरूम हरना होगा नहीं. बेडरूम का साइज क्या रहना? बेडरूम का कलर क्या रहना? Right? Bedroom में क्या करना? Fan, AC, so those things, everything, all the details you need to give. It's called sprint grooming. Right? So they need to give detailing. And finally, they need to give one thing called acceptance criteria. तुम्हें इतना करे तो मैं accept कर. I want minimum things to be done. क्या? नल खोले तो पानी आना मुझे. Right? एक बाथरूम बनाए तो क्या आना? Bathroom should be clean. नल खोले तो पानी आना. Right? Electricity switch on करता on ना. ये पूरे details use give. Minimum things. Some small things are fine. Right? So now we will give complete details. We will add acceptance criteria that will be given to sprint planning. They will add to sprint. They will call current sprint and future sprints. Current sprint is starting from 1 to 15. एक तारीख को start होता, 15 को end होता. It based on weekends. If one is weekends, then you will be starting at second and third. Okay, you're following, right? So I'm going very detailed. So if you are feeling poor, if you want to extend, we can make it to next class also. But I want to close as much as I can. Okay. So now 1 to 15, I will do this. 15 to 30, another sprint. Okay. So 1 to 15 ago, pura requirement development team will be sitting and they will taking the requirement and they are planning for it. Right. So once development team and product owner and Scrum Master both agreed, I mean, we can do this much. Then they will start. Okay. So this is called sprint planning. Once backlog is coming to here, it will become user story. क्या बोलते हैं? Note down it. It's called user story. User story. USER STROIES stories. Story बोलते हैं हमें वो. अब user story. User story is coming. It will get assigned to one developer. Okay. There are two chances here again. Small user stories are there. दो दिन के हैं. Okay. You can assign 5 user story to one developer. Right? ये टाइम को क्या बोलते हैं? तो 5 days to 12 days to decide, right? It's called story points. Okay, क्या बोलते हैं? Story points. One story point will be 8 hours or 6 hours based on your company role. Okay, minimum 8 hours काम करना, minimum 6 hours काम करना अगर बोलते हैं. Okay, so it's called story points. क्या बोलते हैं? Story points. Okay, story points will be give you 8 hours आप कितना काम कर सकता है इन करके. Normally, they will do 2 days less. For example, every 2 weeks will be working 10 days. Yes or no? 10 days काम करते हैं. उसमें आपको they will not give 10 full. They will give 8 days task. Okay, 2 days will be meeting. Customer बीच में आपको क्वेश्चन करता था, उससे बात करके मीटिंग करने का था. So we'll ignore 2 days. Remaining 8 days, everyone will assign 8 days का काम तो ना हो, 8 days का काम तो ना हो, 8 days का काम तो ना हो. 2 points करें तो here also they will following this one क्या बोलते हो? Fibonacci idea, Fibonacci idea है क्या? Fibonacci पर what the count? 1 2 3 5, right? So you cannot add 6 or 4 multiple of, right? 1 2 3 5 will come, right? So 1 day work fine, 2 day work fine, 3 day work fine, 4 days work will not come. Okay, where we are? So story points. Okay, it will be Fibonacci series. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 will not be there. You cannot give 4. Okay. Normally we are following, many companies will follow. You can give 4 also. As we are doing, we are not using 4. We are not using 6. Either 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Such it's open line. Okay. If it is going more, we need to split it in 2 parts. Okay. If it is more, we need to split in 2 parts. Okay. So like that it's happening. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay. So 8 is there. इसका काम खत्म. उससे ज़्यादा देने को नहीं. Okay. I will give you 2 user story, 3, 3, 2. 3 user stories. For you, big user story. Right. I will give you 8. For you, we are having 16. I split 8, 8. Two sprints you can work on it. Okay. Like that we'll assign. Okay. So now they given. All the stories given, you started working. Daily he will be coming and saying like Scrum Master will ask you 3 questions. What are the 3 questions he will ask? Question. What you did yesterday? What you did today? What you are going to do tomorrow? Any problems? Item potential keyword is correct. You are having any challenges today? You need any support? They will ask these questions. So problem nahi it will okay. Otherwise, if someone's problem is there, they will need some support. They will support you. They will take another people help and they will support you. Okay. So it's called Scrum Master job. Daily, one call will be there. 15 minutes call. They will call it as a stand-up call. If you are saying like you worked on one project, you need to remember these all keywords because you are daily doing it, right? So stand-up call. Normally starting of the day. Mostly we are having it at 11:30. It's not late actually. Most of the companies, they will start from 10. You consider like if they are saying like we are having stand-up call at 10. Okay. So it's 10 o'clock you will be having call. So daily 15 minutes only. But normally it will not happen 15 minutes. It will go to 1 hour. 1 hour to work. Customer आपको बेटा तो क्या होता? तो कई ऐसा करते हैं. कई करते हैं. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? कई को इससे प्रॉब्लम है. पूरा 5 होना बोलता. Okay, but it's a Scrum Master responsibility to make it a 15 minutes. 15 minutes में क्या होना? रोज आना कॉल. It should not be extended. Maximum कितना? 15 minutes. Okay. So many companies are trying, but it's not happening. It will always go 45 minutes, 1 hour bhi jata. So once that call is over, they will start working on it. Okay. So there are few challenges, right? For example, one person is going to start electric work. Okay. So he needs some additional other people's support. Okay? For example, pipe लाने का था, like wiring लाने का था. So dependency is there. So what happened is suddenly that electric shops have to strike. Example, consider that scenario. So he's dependent on wires. Even he is free, he cannot able to work on user story because he's having dependency with others, right? So it's called blocking. रोज आपको कस्टमर पूछता तुमको आंसर करना तुम्हारे. What you say, sir? I cannot able to continue until unless this blocking is getting cleared. This is because of other story. Because of Sanaullah, I cannot be able to work. If he is completing, then only I can able to work. Right? Irfan is smiling. Okay. So only once the Sanaullah is getting complete his task, I can able to do. It's called dependency. Blockages. Dukanaj khule nahi, kya karte? Right? Shop itself not open. What you will do? Completely blocked. You will be ready. So in that case, what they will do is normally sprint should not be changed. If 15 days में तो काम दिए, it should not get modified. It's static. But in these cases, there is a chance like they will slightly modify it. Okay. Some small user story they can assign. That's how you are blocked, right? So you can work on this particular. Otherwise, what will happen to that blocked user story? Huh? What you will do for that? क्या करते हो? ब्लॉक हो गया है क्या करते?
What is the blocker? We will explain it in the Scrum.
That's it. Then
I think we will try to
what you will do to this user story?
add in the story of the whole discussion. Reassign it to the phenomenon.
You will move to backlog. You will again come to backlog. Or if you are sure that this strike is only happening this week only, then you will move to next sprint. You understand what I'm saying? You need to say, if one story is blocked, one of the questions they will ask like, you are blocked, then what you will do? You need to say like, sir, if I am blocked, I will try to resolve block with the help of Scrum Master. Scrum Master responsible. क्या हो? ये time आपको, sir मैं block हो गया क्या करना? Scrum Master will arrange someone to help you. मैं बाहर से मंगाता हूँ. बाहर का एक contractor है. I will help you. Not from Nellore, I will get it from. He will try to resolve his problem. Otherwise, he will move that user story to backlog and he will assign new user story. Right? So तुम्हें दूसरे काम कर लेते रहो भाई, उसके ऊपर बैठो ना को. Okay. So you are having other work, right? तुमने आपको सुराख डालना, तुम्हें आपको दूसरे काम करना है वो कर लो. I will give another user story to you. You can work on it. This blockage we can move to next sprint. For example, 1 week क्या उसके block हो गया. Next week open होता we will move to next sprint. नहीं तो if it is taking a long time, I will move to backlog. Let's see it later. Correct. So you need to stop it until unless it is getting. बीच में start कर सकते हैं याद रखो. Once you move to backlog, next sprint only. Product owner will decide again. जब नकुल बात तू बात कर ले मैं आपको I'm not going to stay here now, right? So you take it later, no problem. But if he has priority, he will do arrangements, right? If a bedroom should be created, then he will do some arrangement. He will take help from Scrum Master. Scrum Master is the person who will solve this problem, blockage. Understood, right? So once the story is over, sprint is over, 2 weeks done, then family के साथ आते कौन है? Product owner आते आतो देखते पूरा. So there each person will explain their work. It's called sprint demo. क्या बोलते थे? Demo. Demo में देखो सर कैसा बनाए देखो सर कैसा है देखो सर. So he will explain, right? देखो तुम्हें कैसे सब बोले भी सर क्यों? अभी कलर में मारे मैं beautification तो हम देखता था serious से. You'll see in demo there's a lot of interesting things. What will happen is exactly for example fan लगाया पूरा नीट से करा टेस्ट करा 10 बार. Demo के नया इसको fan डालना जरी खड़ा था. Demo, it's very big problem actually. It's common problem actually. Okay, it's not like a regular problem. Okay, so fan डालते हैं, करना शुरू करता fan में. इन्हें टाइसमेंट कर को इतना उसके बाद he will get blocked. Okay? Sir, I did well. तो customer आपको may accept, may reject it. Why? He will say like, okay, fan will replace the fan. This is small thing only. So you're paying everything on, at least power is going. He can accept it. They say, where you took the fan, you waste my money, right? If your warranty, get to climb and do that. But it needs time, right? So they will create another user story. Either bug or another story they will create and they will add to backlog. Fan replacement, chalna nahi chalna. Right? So they will create one small user story, one story point. They will add it in next sprint. Or they will add to backlog. Anyhow, till this is getting completed, I want the fan to be get replaced. Demo में fail होने के chances आते हैं. For example, everything went well, but demo में आपको देखे तो his requirement missed. वो fan एक जगह लाओ बोले, light एक जगह लाओ बोले, you reversed it, right? So it's not as per his expectations. So you can reject. You have not done the user story, right? Please, I don't accept it. Then it will go to backlog or it will go to next sprint. If he is rejecting it, okay? So this is a big problem. It's a big problem, right? So you cannot keep on. One person 3 times. It's called spillover. Spillover का तो क्या? You planned for 1 week, it went 2 weeks. There might be 2 reasons. It's because of you, it's because of customer requirement also. Yes or no? Right? It's called spillover. क्या होता है? It went to next sprint or it going to backlog, right? So that should not happen. If it is happening multiple times with same developer, then that need to be corrected. Developer को समझाना कि खर्चा को देना कि ओके बुला को मीटिंग रूम में बुला को प्यार से समझाना कि उसे भी करना पड़ता है। वन और टू दे वोंट माइंड, एक दो बार गलतियां होते चलते, बट वन पर्सन इज डूइंग कंटिन्यूअसली, राइट, देन इट्स अ प्रॉब्लम। स्पिल ओवर क्या बोलते हैं, कीवर्ड क्या बोलते थे, स्पिल ओवर। सो इट शुड नॉट हैपन मल्टीपल टाइम्स। इफ इट इज हैपनिंग फ्रॉम क्लाइंट साइड इट्स फाइन, राइट। हमें क्या बोलते हैं, तुम्हें इतना सर बोले सो लाइट फैन इधर करो, इफ यू आर एबल टू कन्विंस देन ही विल से लाइक ओके क्लोज दिस यूजर स्टोरी, एक्सेप्ट कर लेता, ठीक है। तो बिकॉज ऑफ हिज मिस्टेक यू डिड इट, नेक्स्ट यूजर स्टोरी प्लीज switch it back. He will create one further user story and then he will assign it again. Either he will add backlog, he will ask to switch. Okay, so those things is based on agreement. Product owner अच्छे रहे तो they will not do much fight. They will accept it. Okay? So these are the things. Okay, so acceptance criteria should be matching. क्या बोला कि वो करना. Okay, तो यहाँ तक कहते क्वेश्चन है. Now next level is after sprint demo, some stories will get accepted, some will move to backlog, some are move to next sprint. 90% complete हुआ है, 90%. Okay, 10% में नहीं तो 5% में there will be slightly differences will happen. Okay, till here any questions? Client will say like because of client reason is a client spillover, or developer might not have completed acceptance criteria, right? That is the reason. Now once the sprint demo is done, right? Sprint demo done हुए बाद उसके बाद retrospective one meeting will be done. Retrospective हो तो what you did well, क्या अच्छा करे, एक कस्टमर एक बार वाह क्या बना रहे थे, didn't expect this. I thought like I will give basic requirement. You did a lot. How you done within a 1 week this much? और अच्छा तारीफ करता. That's called good. So you got appreciations, right? अभी कहा को एक जन idea use करते हो, वारम का काम 2 दिन में complete कराओ. So you got some good idea. So 1 week he did 2 days. He enjoyed it, but he completed in 2 days. 5 days task he completed in 2 days. Right? So these are the good things, right? We'll appreciate Basha को अच्छा कराया. Next thing is what we can do better, right? What we can do better कहता करे अच्छा करे. कहते अच्छे आइडिया है क्या तुम्हारे, कहते प्लान्स है क्या, anything we can adjust. like तो सर क्लाइंट को पसंद आया कलर, बट अभी इससे अच्छा क्या कर सकते हैं क्या. फॉर एग्जांपल स्विच, यू एडेड द स्विच, रिमोट दे सकते क्या आपसे, आपको फाइट आंसर है, वो फाइट आंसर तो क्लाइंट को थोड़े पंचनाम से दिखाते हैं, गुड थिंग्स व्हाट वी कैन इंप्रूव दिखाते हैं, अदर 2 थिंग्स दिखाते नहीं, वो वस्तु में क्या. ओके, सो नाउ लाइक स्विच वो सभी लगाते, लगाए बाद रिमोट दिए तो अच्छा था नहीं, कस्टमर खुश रहा था, खाली उसे नॉमिनल प्राइस में रिमोट आन देंगे. व्हाट वी कैन डू बेटर, राइट? तू अच्छा करे अपन की, तू ऐसा करता है तो जरा अच्छा करेगा. Customer थोड़ी फीडबैक देता, you did well, I will accept, anyhow I will accept this user story, you should have done better. There is some suggestions will come, right? So that suggestions is called what we can improve, what went bad, right? So I spillovers होते, right? So those things should not happen, right? Why it went bad, right? So those things अभी कहीं है याद आता नहीं है. तो यहाँ क्या होता बोले तो ब्लेम गेम याद चलता है इस पर्टिकुलर एरिया, बिकॉज ऑफ हिम, बिकॉज ऑफ हर, सनाउल्लाह बोलते हैं. So even he is pointing to Sanaullah, but I know he is the most innocent guy, right? So, but people will point, right? So that is called how it will happen is hidden. So how this retrospective will happen is not your name, will just send a message. Anonymous बोलते हैं. Vote with it. So now I did this. Because of this, my story got spoiled. Okay? So all the things will get written there, but no name. No name there. Right? Then manager take Sanaullah to room. correct? Then he will got some good feeding, right? Then next day onwards, this problem will solve. So all these things can happen in retrospective, right? So even another thing is improvements can what are the improvements can be done? The additional things can be done. We'll discuss it. I will give you exact keywords there when we are. So this is called retrospective. Okay, once retrospective done, then again sprint planning. Most of they will continue. You understand this Agile, right? Any questions to be here in Agile? First one is started with a requirement gathering. No, I'm talking about just Scrum backlog grooming, right? So backlog will add all the backlogs, right? Then prioritize the backlogs. Who will prioritize the backlogs? Product owner. He will prioritize. First, he will order it. Backlog itself. Then what is sprint planning? Sprint planning. What should be done in this 2 weeks sprint? So they will take it. Who will work on this? Development team is the primary thing who will decide, but prioritize how many user stories will move. They will decide based on their proper agreement. So here there is some fight will happen, right? Once it's done, what will happen? In the sprint user story, product owner need to add details, right? Acceptance criteria, other stuff, all the things will be get added here. Then we'll start user stories, right? So what is the first thing will get initiated once the sprint is getting started? From call, 15 minutes call daily. Right? So who should be present in that call? Development team, Scrum Master and product owner. Who is mandatory? Development team. Only development team is mandatory. Other things it's good to be there. If needed, based on that, even Scrum Master is not important. But Scrum Master responsibility is the call should happen, should not missed. Okay. He will be there, he will not be there, doesn't matter. But he need to make sure the call should happen. It's very important call. Without this, they should not get started. 15 minutes. It should not be more than 15 minutes. Oh, so like that, you need to sit and you need to take that call. It should not be extended. Make sure that it will run about 15 minutes. Who is responsibility for this? Development team should be present and Scrum Master should be responsible. He no need to be there. Call karko, aaj call chala nahi. Kahi to nahi chala. Wait, fail. So he will scold. It's mandatory. Every day before 5 minutes, he will call like, please make sure that you are running the call. Kya bhi nahi hai. Nothing is there. Still it should run. Okay. Scrum call is called stand-up call. Okay. Then once stand-up call is, after 1 week, what we need to be done? Sprint delivery ke waqt kya hona? Sprint demo. Who should be present there? Product owner, development team, and Scrum, all three should be there. Apart from product owner, stakeholders will come there. Owner, jo bache aate, we call it stakeholders. So they will become, they can come or they cannot come. But mandatory is who? Product owner should be there because he is based on demo, he is accepting and rejecting user stories. Okay. No, both are same. Same. Scrum is team. Same. Okay. So once the demo is done, what? Accept or reject will happen. Then what will happen? Retrospective. Retrospective meeting, there will be a lot of fights. Right? Then again, what will happen? Again, sprint planning. Again, sprint planning. Again, the cycle will happen. One important thing which I missed is like spillover is in between, right? So if task you cannot able to, if a demo is failing, if blockage is there, if dependency is there, all these keywords you can use. Okay. Based on this, if spillover or it will close based on acceptance criteria, it can be closed. Okay. So one important thing which I missed is like user story is there. Right? So user story, for example, you want to prepare a bedroom, right? So there not one person task. You will be having electrician. You will be having carpenter. You will be having 3 people are there. It's not this user story. I want bedroom is not a single person task. It can be split over task, right? So it's called task. User story में sub modules में divide करते हैं. It's called sub task. You can call it as sub task. You can call it task also. So one user story can have multiple sub tasks, right? First में ये करना, second ये करना, third ये करना, fourth ये करना. First task should be done by this person. Second task should be me. Third task should be me. Fourth task should be you, right? So each user story will be have sub task. That also you need to understand. But they will say like, what if the user story is very big? What you will do? I will divide in sub task. What if it is more than 8 days? Then you will say, I will split the user story in 2 parts. User story 1 for this one, user story 2 in a second, next user story. Again, in that user story, I will divide in sub task. Okay. So once demo is over, retrospective is over, we'll be having delivery. That delivery is called increment. Every week we need to give, every 2 weeks we need to give something, right? That should be delivered part. Right? Bedroom होना बोला तो bedroom देना at least. Right? At least without carpenting work, we need to give something. We need to show him something which is deliverable. Yes, sir. So yeah, fan डाले तो fan फिरना. Right? Then you need to give some increment to it. It's called increment. Every user story once done, we'll be having some increment to be done. Okay. So this is called Agile. Right? So any questions still here? It's not technical. Everyone can able to understand this, right? Java ka spelling bhi aaya nahi aaya. So you need to make sure that if you are going as the experienced guy, right, you need to aware of all these keywords which I said. In interview, they will ask, what will happen when your user is blocked? What you will do? You know, what is meaning the block, sir? It should not happen, right? So what your team is always dependent on you. What you will do? They will ask this question. What do you mean by dependent? User story is dependent on your user, right? What is Agile? How many members in your Scrum team? Right? What are the roles in your Scrum team? Right? So those things you should be aware. Right? What is your user sprint span? What is your user story sprint span? Do not say that. You need to say one. At least decide one because you are working already. You cannot say 2 weeks से 4 weeks खता. No, 2 weeks or 4 weeks. You decide in your brain. Okay, decide one. I would suggest 2 weeks. Most of the companies, 90% of companies are in the. How much the period of your sprint means? How much? 2 weeks. What is the story points? You will get each. Maximum how many you get? So now la. Why 8? Why 8?
18 maximum.
Why 8? 10 days are there. Why 2 days missing? 2 weeks means 5 days.
Some
For our project, our product owner decided 8 days. That's it. These 2 days are for training and for some space. Record होता है.
QA meeting of Java. QA meeting. QA testing.
QA वो अलग उसमें that will be separate user story. वो specific था. There is a customization is there. So there are many other calls will happen. So most of the leads time will get wasted on other stupid calls. Okay. Those things. Hopefully my team should not listen this. Okay. So any other question? I will give you one link, scrum.org, right? So there is mock exam is there. First time you will fail, no problem. Try to get 150 marks. 150 marks कहता हुआ. Repeat कर को. If you are getting that, we can plan for not only development, we can plan for Scrum Master also. So I will give you that link. Okay, so I will share it here. Just try to write a mock exam. Small be there. 25 questions ka bhi hai. You'll try 10 times or how many times you are trying, I don't know. Next class, will complete. I will ask you these questions only. Try to answer it. It's very, very interesting. Even you can write PSM exam. Professional Scrum Master. There are two exams, PSM1, PSM2. It's based on completely theme. Try to attend that one. It's a very less expensive exam. That will be helping you out. Okay. It's from the team Scrum.org. Who is responsible? Who created the Scrum team itself? Scrum process. Over. We are not discussing more technical things now. We'll discuss it later. Any questions? Ashifa, Rizwan, Asuja होते हैं. Let me stop recording. Otherwise. Okay, any questions?